Hello, Sim fans. Thank you for joining me tonight. I thought I'd just take a moment to share a flight. I wasn't really planning on posting this, but I did a sunset flight from Miami International to Orlando International, and it just was the scenery was so picture perfect. I thought, well, I'd share it with you. I use TrackIR, as you can see on my headset. If you've noticed, I've had this boom here off of my headset. I talk a little bit about TrackIR, and many of you probably already know what it is, but some of you may not. And so it basically can turn your head into a joystick and looking around in your virtual cockpit. So very, very nice piece of hardware. And then also I'm using OnAIR Company, which is a subscription-based service that allows you to transport goods and services and passengers. And so I was actually doing a flight transporting some cargo from Miami International to Orlando. And so just wanted to share this with you. Just a casual flight. And so for some reason though, the audio from the game wasn't coming through, so I must have something not set quite right on OBS. So I didn't test it. I was like capturing when I was in mid-flight, so I'll have to check on that. But so bear with me on no audio from within the sim. But nonetheless, I thought, yeah, I'll share this with all of you. And if you have any questions, please post them in the comments below. Whether it's on TrackIR, the payware version of the Carenado aircraft that I'm flying, a twin-engine aircraft, or on anything for that matter. I'm here to help. So anyway, please subscribe, smash that likes up button if you like it, and yeah, let's get to it. Just a gorgeous sunset, and I'm flying the payware Carenado Seminole PA44 twin engine, using the Alpha flight control and the Bravo throttle quadrant. So great products. All right, let's have to start making our descent in here. Let's see what runway they're landing on. So we're going to tune nearest airport list, obviously Orlando, and let's just contact the tower and let's say request full stop. One eight left. 3024. Let's set our altimeter here. Call that back. One eight left. All right, we're going to go manual here, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to come for the pro. Yeah, so like when you drop that manifold pressure under 1500, it really likes to bark at you. I really like the Bravo throttle quadrant, and I need to get a webcam on that so I can show what's happening there. And I don't know if it's loading the airports, dropping my frame rates, or it's OBS, but I'm only at, like, as you can see, like 26 frames per second right now, so not the greatest. But so I'm using TrackIR, and TrackIR is well worth it. Basically, you can use your head as a joystick to pan around like I'm doing right now in the cockpit. So pretty nice piece of hardware. Definitely worth it. Pretty simple device, but yeah. So if you look at my video here, you'll see the TrackIR, these three red dots. Actually, there's a receiver, and it calculates based on those 3 points, infrared points, of where you're looking at. So as you go forward or back, left to right, as you can see, I can pan around my cockpit and it'll calculate where my head is based on that. So I've got the TrackIR Pro clip And that just, as you can see, I attached it to my headset. Yeah, it works pretty good. All right, so we're gonna come in. We're doing a left downwind fans, sim fans. We're doing a 1-8 left. That's runway 1-8 left. Now, what 1-8? Do you ever wonder what runways are? It'd be a cardinal heading, so 180 would be due south. So if you're running like, well, what's the difference between runway 1-8 and runway 3-6? Well, 3-6 is due north on a 360 cardinal heading. So that's all that is. Pretty straightforward and simple. All right, so we're abeam the runway here. We're about to get to the threshold, and we want to be at about 1,000 feet or so. You know, I was going to look up the altitude of Orlando, and I forgot to. All right, so we're cleared. There's an aircraft on final, but I'm going to cut in front of them. Not that you would normally do this. I'm going to add a flap, one notch of flaps. Drop that down. I'm going to put down the gear. And boy, I love the Bravo throttle quadrant because right now it's in red for the landing gear until it gets set. Now it's all green. And I need to acknowledge them. So, hit the wrong key. All right, we're cleared to land. So I'm guessing we're about 500 feet above the ground here. So, a little low. Second notch of flaps. I'm going to pull some of that throttle out, give it a little bit trim. We're going to fly right into here. We got 2 white and 2, well, now 3 red on the VASI, but that's okay. I'm going to come in here and land it. Little trim, a little bit low. Nice thing about like TrackIR, as you can see, I can sit up and down and whatnot. And then one last final notch of flaps. So we're going to click that. One last notch of flaps. As we come in, give it a little bit more trim. It's pretty good on the approach. A little down trim. Here we go. Oop, I need to turn on my runway lights. Here we go. A little low, but that's okay. Now, right when you're about that threshold, just take all the throttle out. And you're going to pitch, you're going to flare, and you're going to pull, you're going to do a little bit of trim. There we are. And then once you land, put those flaps up so you get all your braking action, downforce on the plane. There we go. I'll kick the strobes off. And that's it. Okay, Sim fans, that's it for this posting for this video. Hopefully you found it at least entertaining, maybe somewhat informative. Again, I apologize for there not being any in-game, in-simulator audio. I'm not sure what's going on there. I'll make sure I have that fixed for next time. I almost didn't post this video, but I thought, maybe some of you would at least find this at least somewhat informative, if not slightly entertaining without the audio. But again, appreciate you joining me this evening. Till next time, stay safe, happy simming, and blue skies to all of you. Take care.